We came back to the UK for a few months, but I already know that we're not going to stay. When you've lived differently and you've travelled the world, it's really hard to come back to normal life. You know, familiar surroundings, the cold weather, everything's really expensive. In this video, I'm going to talk about why we actually came back to the UK and why we know that we're not going to stay. If you're new here, I make videos for mums who want more freedom, more travel, and a way to leave the UK with their kids without needing loads of money. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out. So we got back to the UK about a week ago now, and we flew, just me and Jai, we flew from Goa through Mumbai, where we spent the night in Mumbai, and then we got a direct flight from Mumbai to Heathrow. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was a little bit stressed because of all the flight cancellations and, you know, things that have been going on recently. But it was okay. It was a 10-hour flight. We managed it. We survived it. And we're back home. We're back in Kent. We're staying with my mum at the moment in our house. So she's obviously, you know, we're really grateful that we've got this place, that we can come and stay here. So why we came back really was a couple of reasons. So we finished our time in Goa. We were there for 5 months, which is quite a long time. And I think me and Jai got a bit bored by the end of it. He wasn't going to school at the end, and lots of people started to leave. A lot of his friends had been going. So there wasn't that much going on anymore, apart from the beach, which was amazing. But once you've been at the beach every day, it's kind of, you know, you need a bit more than that, I think, especially when you're 8. So we were ready to leave Goa, but we didn't really know what we needed to do, what we wanted to do next. So we decided to come back to the UK for a few reasons. I needed to renew my British passport, which was expires in May. I also had my credit card blocked. It was frozen because of a fraudulent transaction on it. So I had to get a new one of those. And there was a few other little things that we wanted to do. I also really needed to have a reset with my work and my sources of income. So that's one of the main reasons I've decided to come back, was to just play around with my income and how I can start earning more money online to support us in our future travels. You know, traveling was really amazing. We've been away for about a year and a half, actually a bit more than a year and a half, since July 2024. And so when we left, Jai was only 6 and now he's 8, and he has changed so much. And it's been incredible for us to just slow down and appreciate what we've got, spend time with each other, get to know each other properly, instead of, you know, going off to school every day, going to work every day and just seeing each other at weekends. It's been really nice just to be able to spend some real time together. It's given us that sense of freedom that, you know, anything is possible. We can go anywhere, we can do anything, we can, you know, live the lives that we really want to live, rather than being stuck in a box and being stuck in the system, whether that's UK or Australia or Europe. It's still the system, isn't it? And I think being able, when you travel, you have this sense of freedom because you can, you know, homeschool, you can world school, you can, you know, spend your days doing what you want to do, really, and you can do all that on a lot less money. So in terms of expenses, coming back here has been a bit of a shock to the system, I tell you. Being back after so long, I think it's opened my eyes to the reasons why we left in the first place. So it has been a while since we were here. And, you know, it's funny because it feels like everything has changed, but nothing has changed. I think maybe we have changed more than here. We've become more confident. We've become more flexible, more resilient to things. And I think we don't want to be stuck in a routine anymore. We don't want to live the life that everyone else seems to live. You know, get up, you have breakfast, you go to work, you do your work all day, you come home in the evening, you pick up the kids from school, you make dinner, maybe go for a drink and go to bed. Like I don't want to do that every day. There's more to life than that. There's so much out there. There's so many things that we've seen and done and experienced. And I think coming back to normal life. And it's not about being in England, actually. It's just about normal life, I think. It's, you know, the school system. It's the pressure of having to pay for so many things that cost so much money. I mean, I've been shopping for food and it's ridiculous how expensive things are. And clothes and everything. I had to buy new clothes because obviously we've been in India and Australia and Asia where it's hot. Come back here, I've got nothing warm. So I've had to buy secondhand clothes, and even they are really expensive compared to where we've been travelling. And of course the weather. I mean, it's March now. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. And although I don't want to swelter in 40-degree heat like I think it is in Goa now, I also don't want 10 degrees. It's too cold for me. And I miss the outdoor lifestyle that we had before, you know, and I think Jai does as well. Being stuck indoors, not being able to go out because it's raining or it's cold, and all you can do is watch TV or go on an iPad, or, you know, it's not the way. I don't believe it's a good way for kids to grow up. So I think being back here, although it's really lovely seeing people, it's really lovely catching up with friends and family and grounding a little bit, I think, and kind of getting things done and having that reset and, you know, being in a place where you feel familiar and you feel safe and you know how things work, which is great. At the same time, I know that this isn't the life that I want for myself or for Jai. So for the next couple of months, we have actually got flights booked in the middle of June to go to Singapore to start our travels again. So we already have a plan. We already know when we're leaving. The flights are booked and paid for, and we're going to be going. So we have got 3 months to get everything done that we want to get done. And obviously, the first thing is that we want to see people. We want to catch up with people. We want to see our friends and family and have some fun as well while we're here. But the most important thing for me is to build my income back up. So I don't want to be relying on savings for the next however long we're traveling for. I want to be earning money. I want to be earning enough money to support us on our travels. So I'm going to be building my income online. I'm going to be figuring out our next moves. So where we're going to go, who we're going to see, whether we're going to do another World School hub or just spend some time traveling ourselves and doing world schooling on our own, and figuring out, not long term, but longer term, maybe towards the end of this year, where we're going to be, who we're going to be with, what we'd like to do, and how we're going to support ourselves, of course. So if you have this same sort of dream that you want to leave the UK and live differently with your family, with your kids, it's not good enough just to keep thinking about it. You actually need to start planning. You need to start building your income. You need to start creating your path out of your situation that you're in now. And that's exactly what we're doing again now. I've done it before, and we're going to do it again. So over the next few months, I'm going to share exactly what I'm doing to build that life again, where we're not just stuck in one place. And if you're watching this and feeling like normal life in the UK just doesn't fit you anymore, you're definitely not the only one. In this channel, I share a lot about how I'm building income, how I'm planning our next move to leave the UK, to travel the world and to world school, and how I create a life where I'm not stuck in one place in a routine with my son. So if you want to start doing the same thing that I'm doing, I've made a free guide that shows you exactly how to make your first £100 online. And I've also got the UK exit starter kit and the full exit plan in the description below if you want to go deeper in this. And of course, if you want help working this out and you want serious help to get things started, you can book a call with me as well. Everything is in the description.